Hello. So let's me welcome you to lesson 3. If you remember last time we had done a box of stars using two for loops where one loop was within the other and essentially 4 into 4 16 times this printf was executed and we got it in the form of a box of stars. Now I always recommend students to copy paste their own code. There is no harm in copy pasting their own code rather than codes from internet. So let's copy paste our own code. And let's say my target this time is to make a hollow box. Last time we had made a box of stars. Now let's try to make a hollow box of stars. What's a hollow box of stars? It should look like this. There is an emptiness here. What is emptiness on the screen? Well, emptiness is nothing but space. So this space we have to put in the middle of these box of stars. Now how do we do that? Now this loop is going to run 16 times, that we know. We ideally need an if condition, and this if condition will basically either print a star or it will print a, what will it print? Else it will print, we can cut copy as I said, it should print a space. So either print a star or print a space. Now what is the condition? Now if statements are a way of putting a condition, we can put conditions like, we can say if I is equal to 1 then print star, else print space. But to say equal to, we ideally have to put 2 equal to, that's the C syntax. If I say I is equal to 1 then stars will be printed, else space will be printed. Now if I execute this program, what do you think the output will be? Compile and run. It says in function main redeclaration of I. Okay, so now we have declared ij here. Do we need to redeclare ij here again? Not required. We only need to declare it once. So that was one error. Now let's run it again. Compile and run. And you see the 4 box of stars for the first piece of loop. The second time it printed stars, and if you notice the cursor is here. Spaces were printed after that. So that is what happened when I said I is equal to 1. Now suppose I had said when I is equal to 1 or means one of the two conditions have to be true, and or, the English word or has to be put like this. 2 pipe symbols. This is found above the enter key, and we could say I is equal to 4. This is essentially as good as saying if I is equal to 1 or I is equal to 4. But how do you say or in C programming? With pipe symbol twice. It is found normally on top of the slash key. And here we are, and this loop, if I run it, if you notice, compile and run, you will see that it has printed only 4 stars. It has not printed when I is equal to 4. Now the reason is I is never 4. It will be 0 and the last time it will be 3. So essentially our better technique would be to say when I is equal to 0 and when I is equal to 3, because that's the way we have looped it. We have looped it using from 0 to 3 is our looping criteria. So let us check now. And we have got 2 lines. One line is here, another line is here. Now what we need is, we need this line and we need this line. What is the criteria for the vertical stars to come? Any guesses? We basically need 2 more conditions. When I is equal to 0 or I is equal to 3 or something else. What is that something else here? Any guesses? Yes, we have to say j is equal to 0 or j is equal to 3. Now this looks complicated, but it's basically 4 conditions. Whenever I is equal to 0, print a star. Whenever I is equal to 3, print a star. When j is equal to 0, print a star. And j is equal to 3, print a star. And let's execute and see what happens. Can you see this 4 stars box here and then a hollow box which is created here? Now because they are too close, we are not able to see them separately. So it may not be a bad idea to print a new line between both of them. So Control C, and let me just put a new line in between both of them. Now let us see how the output looks like. So this is a box of stars and this is a box of stars, but here we have replaced space in the middle of it. And that is the beauty of an if condition. If condition basically decides whether this printf will happen or not. Only when this whole thing is true will this if statement happen. So in the next lesson, we will try to explore the if condition in a bit more detail. But here I want to show an application of how if condition can be used to achieve our goal of making a hollow box. So thank you. We'll meet you again in lesson 4.